Welcome to Rick Rack Ruby. I'm Laura Cluvo. Today we will be making this glow holly fabric angel ornament. She's fun and easy, so let's get started. This design features a charm square. Charm square is a 5-inch square of fabric. I've chosen this holly print. It's a lot of fun, has a lot of colors, kind of light in the background. So I'm going to trace a CD and cut it out. There's my circle, and I also have a 4-inch circle of kind of a medium weight fusible interfacing. I'm going to center that on the circle and press it to fuse. Here's the circle fused with interfacing, and there's about a 3/8 of an inch border around the outside. Now I'm going to fold this in half, right sides together, and stitch a 1/4 of an inch seam allowance all the way. I'm not leaving any kind of an opening. So I'll stitch around the rounded edge. I sewed this with a blue, like a turquoise blue thread, because I'm going to use that color for the embroidery and I was just too lazy to change it. So let's just say that it was because I wanted you to be able to see the stitches. I'm folding this in half just to determine the center, which I think is right about there. Let me do it one more time. Boop. And then I'm going to make a little cross, and I'm going to clip that just through the one layer, well, 2 layers, the interfacing and the fabric. Not more than 1/2 an inch, because the face will go over that, and the face is about 1 inch, so I don't want to make it too big. I'm going to trim the seam allowance starting at an angle, and then about half of the width or depth of that seam allowance, and then I'm going to go back in at an angle, and then I'm going to reach in and turn this right side out through this opening. If it's really difficult, then I'll just make the hole a little bit bigger, but I can usually get it through all right. That looks good. The side where the opening is the front. I'm going to press this flat and I'll be right back. Now I'm going to add a decorative stitch for my Bernina, which I like the scallop. You know, I love a scallop, and it's going to be this turquoise thread all the way around the border, but not across the top, just around the curve. There's my scallop. Now I've also cut out a 2-inch scallop circle from felt. I use this little die in my die cutting machine. This is from Spellbinders. It looks like this, and I've used this 2-inch size. So I have, this is sort of like the halo, this is the wings. I've prepared a face. This is a 1-inch half ball, a wooden ball, and I have created the Rick Rack Ruby face on this half round ball. It looks like this. And you can, and the instructions for the Rick Rack Ruby face are included in my Focus on Faces video. Then I also have a length of golden white baker's twine, and I'm going to make the hanging loop right now. I'm going to fold this in half to determine the center, and then just stitch through. This is a fast and easy project. And of course, you don't have to use this particular fabric line. You could do this with any fabric. There's my hanging loop. Maybe I'll trim those a little bit. There we go. And then I'm going to glue this just with hot glue, right like that, about half and half. So halfway up and halfway on. I'm going to squeeze some glue right here Then I'm going to press this. So I have the hanger, I have the halo, and you can see how the little split that I made in the wing piece is now concealed by this halo. Next, I'm going to just glue this kind of low. I'll apply some glue to the back. I want to be sure that it's centered. That looks good. It kind of looks like a baby bonnet right now. But it won't look like a baby bonnet when we're done, don't worry. And then some hair. I like this loopy mohair, but any sort of fine yarn will work. So I'll hold the end like this. And then this needs to be a little big, so I'm going to spread my fingers apart. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think 8 is the right amount for this thickness of yarn. So now I'm going to take the top piece, wrap it all the way around, and this piece I'm going to tie it off like that. And I do have a hair technique video as well. So here's my little bundle. It's a figure 8. It has 8 loops. So there are 8 loops on each side. I try to make sure that these are, you know, the sizes are fairly similar. Okay, so then I'm going to squeeze out a little bit of glue and I'm going to put it on the top of her head, not back on the halo, but on the top. There's a lot of space there. See how deep that that wooden half ball is? So I'm going to put the glue on the top of her head like that, and then I'm going to press the center of the bundle right there. And then the idea is to twist and press these loops into the glue on the side of the head. So I'm going to add a little bit more glue to the side. And then I'll apply some glue here and then twist and press it into the glue. That looks pretty good. There's a lot of space here, so we're going to add a wire halo. Here's my 20 gauge gold wire. I'm going to cut off about 2 to 2.5 inches. Oh, that looks closer to 2. So 2 inches. I'm going to wrap it around my thimble. You can wrap it around anything that's kind of round and small, maybe a spool of thread. So it looks like this, like a little U. And I'm going to add a drop of glue to each end. And then I'll press those into her hair to form her halo. That looks good. Now she really needs something below her chin. So we have a couple of options. This was one. This is just like a little daisy from a piece of lace that I cut in half. And then I have these white bows. That looks good. I have some holly leaves. Since there's holly in the fabric, this might be good. Do the bow and the holly. Oh, that looks cute. I think I'll do that, but I'll show you. I also have some flowers and some larger holly and some little blue flowers. Any of those will be cute. But I think I'm going to do this one. So I'll add a little bit of glue to the back. Place it right there beneath her chin, and she's done. Here's some other ones that I made. Oh yeah, this one's just about the same, although she looks a little bare without the holly. Let's give her some holly. Maybe I'll try the bigger one. Like that. There we go. And I have one more. Here it is. Okay. And then this one, which I did with the white stitching. This was my first one. So it had the white stitching and had sort of a pale green halo, which I thought would pick up the color in the holly leaves, but I didn't like it very much, so I decided to move on. Anyway, here's the one that we made. I hope that you've enjoyed this. Thank you for watching my tutorial. If you're enjoying my videos, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching my tutorial. If you're enjoying my videos, please like, share, and subscribe.